News. Police confirming with News Channel 3 that a 3-year-old child was found dead in the backseat of a vehicle.
Yeah, this happening in the parking lot of Family Fare in downtown Vicksburg. That's where our Carter Landis is tonight. And Carter, what have you learned?
Yeah, Andy actually just got off the phone with Kalamazoo County Sheriff's Office, who say that they are taking the lead on this investigation, and they believe that it was the child's father who owned the car, and they say that they are still investigating how the child was left in the car and how long. They believe it was a heat-related incident, but they are checking to see if there are any other circumstances at play that contributed to the boy's death. Now, Vicksburg police received a call at around 3 p.m., and it was about an unresponsive 3-year-old boy here in this Family Fare parking lot in Vicksburg. They were able to get on scene in just a matter of minutes. When they arrived, they found the child deceased in that maroon Chevy Tahoe. And when we arrived on scene, Vicksburg police were leading the investigation, and Kalamazoo County Sheriff's Department was assisting. That has now changed. Kalamazoo County Sheriff is now taking the lead on the investigation. When we arrived, we saw police tape surrounding the car. Several officers and deputies were working in the area. Again, the sheriff's office believes it was the fathers who owned the vehicle, and it was around about a half hour ago that the vehicle was towed and police did clear out. Now, based on what we hear from the sheriff's office, again, we do say that this is a heat-related death incident, and of course they are still working to investigate to find out if there were any other circumstances at play. They say they hope to have a full update by tomorrow, and once we receive it, we'll be sure to pass it along to you on air and online. In Vicksburg, Carter Landis, News Channel 3.
All right, Carter, a special unit in the Kalamazoo County Prosecutor's Office is helping get some justice for the victims of rape. Some of the crimes they are dealing with date back 15 years.
And this is all happening through Kalamazoo County's Sexual Assault Kit Initiative, or SAKI. News Channel 3's Tiana Barnes joining us live in the studio. And you spoke with the prosecutor about what these cases are doing.
Yes, Andy, Jessica, I spoke with a prosecutor and he told me that the SAKI unit could bring some hope to people who are falling victim to sexual assault cases. One of these cold cases led to a man who lives near Detroit. The assault took place on campus at Western Michigan University all the way back in 2010. That's almost 15 years with no conviction until now. And officials say SAKI is bringing closure to a lot more than just this one case.
Cameron Alvarez pled guilty on Friday to 2 counts of first-degree criminal sexual conduct after he was finally charged in 2022. Originally, the freshman he assaulted in 2010 chose not to press charges against him, and the case went cold. But that's where SAKI comes in. Officials say that thousands of sexual assault forensic evidence kits, also known as rape kits like the one in Alvarez's case, never get sent in for testing.
Sometimes the contacts with the police agencies between the police and the victims were such that it didn't look like the case was going to go anywhere, or the victim didn't want to at that time prosecute or wasn't able to prosecute for various reasons. And so the kits weren't submitted.
SAKI's investigation showed Alvarez's DNA as the common thread between 6 other otherwise unrelated victims' rape kits in Oakland, Ingham, and Kalamazoo counties between the years of 2009 and 2014. Prosecutor Jeff Getting says that SAKI can serve as a glimmer of hope for victims who thought their cases had been forgotten about.
Time and again, over and over, what we hear from victims is that, they had given up on there being accountability, there being consequence for what happened to them.
Alvarez will be sentenced on September 16th and is expected to serve 12 to 15 years, followed by a lifetime of electronic monitoring. Getting tells me SAKI has been working for several years thanks to funding from the Office of the Attorney General and the state of Michigan to continue to bring forth justice for victims of sexual assault cold cases. Live in studio, Tiana Barnes, News Channel 3.
All right, Tiana, thanks. It's been more than 3 months now since that tornado roared through the Kalamazoo area, and many of those impacted are still working to pick up the pieces of their lives and possessions.
And tonight we're getting a new look at body cam footage that shows the response from local law enforcement during and after the storm. Take a look.
Hey, cover! Get him out of here! Get him out of here! Everybody go!
Well, this was the scene right before the EF2 tornado hit the area. The Kalamazoo County Sheriff's Office says the tornado ended up touching down and traveling 11 miles over the span of just 22 minutes with a path of up to 900 feet wide. The video goes on to show the damage done to Pavilion Estates, with deputies going from home to home, making sure that everyone was okay.
Sheriff's Office, call out if you need help.
Here, no, that. It doesn't.
602 on your apartment.
My gosh, so much destruction there. The sheriff's office says 135 buildings were leveled, 246 others severely damaged, and hundreds of homes and buildings had more minor or cosmetic damage after the tornadoes came through. We've got a link to the full video of the sheriff's office response on our website right now, WWMT.com.
A live look right now over downtown Kalamazoo on your beautiful Tuesday night. It was definitely a gorgeous day in West Michigan, but warmer weather is now on its way. Meteorologist Colin Rogers joining us in the Weather Alert Center tonight with more. Colin?
Yeah, Jessica, certainly was a gorgeous, pure Michigan summer day, that's for sure. We've got more on the way for our Wednesday. I'll have those details coming your way in 15 seconds.
Hi, I'm Abby Vandenberg with Maple Hill Subaru. Subaru is rated #1 in safety, product quality, and quality for the price by ACSI. We have our largest selection of Subarus on lot and ready for delivery. Maple Hill Subaru, for quality like no other.
Well, right now, here's a live look over downtown Vicksburg. We're seeing mainly sunny to partly cloudy skies. The evening of a beautiful day is what it was all across West Michigan. We could see a few sprinkles out there this evening, but I think most of us should stay dry with mainly sunny to partly cloudy skies. That's what's showing up on satellite and radar right now. Those temperatures pretty seasonable, right where they're supposed to be for this time of year. Kalamazoo, 84. Battle Creek right now at 83. South Haven and Holland both coming in at 78 degrees. Temperatures drop down into the upper 50s and the lower 60s tonight. That'll come along with mainly clear skies. Great night to have those windows open, let in some of that fresh air. We've got some warmer temperatures on the way for our Wednesday, but I am tracking some rain and storms for the last part of the week. I'll have those details coming your way in just a bit. Andy?
All right, Colin, thank you. One person is hurt in a shooting early this morning just southeast of downtown Battle Creek. Police say it happened at the intersection of Cliff Street and Nelson shortly after 2:30. Police found a 23-year-old man with a gunshot wound to his thigh. And the victim told police he was walking down Cliff when a red Chevrolet pulled up and the driver shot him before fleeing southbound on Nelson. The victim was taken to the hospital where he is now in stable condition. Police are still investigating, but they say this was an isolated incident and they believe the community is not in any danger.
Well, 8 people are hurt, including multiple kids, following a crash involving a dump truck in Ottawa County this afternoon. According to the sheriff's office, this happened on 72nd Avenue and Tyler Street in Blendon Township. According to investigators, the car with 7 people inside, stopped at the stop sign at the intersection, and then proceeded right into the path of the dump truck, which did not have a stop sign. Well, 2 of the kids who were in the car are now in critical condition tonight, and 3 other kids were also hurt. There's an alarming trend now surfacing in Battle Creek, and it centers around counterfeit cash.
At Jersey Giant Subs being just one of many businesses affected by this. Workers there say people are trying to get free food and even large sums of money as well.
News Channel 3's Autumn Pitcher spoke to Battle Creek police on how to spot flags when it comes to fake bills.
2 $100 bills. Can you spot which one's the counterfeit? Police say it's important for business owners to know how, so criminals don't take advantage of them. Jersey Giant Subs in Battle Creek is the latest business to be slammed with counterfeit bills. Management telling News Channel 3 customers are trying to pull a fast one with hopes the cashier won't notice.
Don't be afraid to ask a question, because if somebody comes up to a counter with a $5 item and they're paying with a $100 bill, they're looking for a large amount of cash back.
The business has taken matters into their own hands, placing this sign inside the restaurant saying they will only be accepting new style $20, $50, and $100 bills. Lieutenant Joel Case with Battle Creek Police says these newer bills are harder for criminals to replicate.
Even that blue strip on there, the watermarking, just things like that are much more difficult for somebody with a printer in the basement.
While there hasn't been an uptick in counterfeit bills throughout the city, police still encounter pop-up incidents.
Small businesses, gas stations, retailers.
Lieutenant Case showing me some dead giveaways for someone to spot a counterfeit bill. The first, its size.
If you actually take and hold them up against each other, like the real one on the back is bigger than this one. So if you're having somebody that's mass producing these and they're actually cutting them out, you can start having errors in the actual size of the bill.
Another red flag, the density. Many times fake bills will feel thinner and weightless.
You know what it feels like? The old toy cash that you used to play with as a kid.
No.
If a cashier is questionable over the bill, Lieutenant Case recommends holding it up to the light.
What would someone be looking for if they held it up to the light?
Especially with the larger bills, there's a ribbon running along the inside of the bill that's literally between the paper, and there's a strip inside of there, and you can actually read it if you get enough light behind it. See where it says?
USA 100?
Yep.
And don't forget the watermark. The bottom bill, you can see a circle on the right compared to the top bill where it's non-existent. Now to put my skills to the test.
Oh, this one is fake.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm getting better. Yep, it doesn't have the line. It doesn't have the watermark.
Case says it's vital for business owners to go over these strategies so no money gets lost.
If you just try to go quick and you just look at it real quick and all of a sudden you've completed the transaction, person's out the door.
Lieutenant Case says if you accidentally find that you have a counterfeit bill, make sure to turn it into police so they can get it out of circulation and potentially track where it came from. In Battle Creek, Autumn Pitcher, News Channel 3.
Former President Donald Trump's claims that artificial intelligence was used to make it look like more people were attending Kamala Harris's Detroit rally have been debunked. Coming up next, what should you keep an eye out for when it comes to AI?
Plus, why the UAW has filed labor charges against Elon Musk and former President Donald Trump.
And here's a live look outside. We're seeing mainly sunny skies over the Cereal City. We'll see some more of that tomorrow. I'll have the details on the rain that's on the way for the end of the week. That's coming up on the other side.
Consumer food safety. This is about saving lives. Spotlight America investigates. FDA food safety shakeup.
Spotlight on America, tonight at 11.